Tell us about any particular achievement that you think that this is the achievement that stand you out to the company, that yes, this is the candidate for the PP. Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new episode of PPO Gyan. And we have Ritik Sarda with us. He has secured a PPO from Marico, one of the top FMCG company in India, in the country. And today we are gonna get to know from Ritik himself that how he secured this PPO, what are the challenges that he faced, what the strategy that he applied and got this result. So I welcome you, Ritik, in this episode of PPO Gyan. And please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Anand, for inviting me on GIBS, that is getting into the B school. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Ritik Sarda. I'm an IC engineer prior joining to IIM Mumbai. I worked for Cognizant for 1 year. Then I have appeared for CAT in 2022, secured 98.95 percentile at that time. Got calls from various IIMs at that time also, and secured my seat in IIM Mumbai. And now here I am, interned in Marico in my summers in 23, secured a PPO, and now waiting for to join Marico soon in June 24.
And please, can you tell us about Marico and what is the role that you interned in?
Like everyone knows, Marico is a FMCG company, so I interned there as an in IT role there. I have to work in MarTech project, that is marketing technology, where my project is to build a consumer data platform, that is CDP, which is a new age technology which marketers are using to generate insights with the use of AI about their customers, so that they can target them in a efficient manner and in a very effective way, a cost effective manner, so that they can get better ROIs from that. So I worked on that project in my.
And can you share, your specific challenge or obstacle that you faced during your internship and how you solved that challenge?
Yeah, sure. I remember in my 2 months, like 15 days, I was alone in my internship because, like in Marico, there's a system of guide and super guide assigned to you. Both of them were on leave, so I was alone. I'm not able to get what to do in those 15 days particularly, because I was new to the technology, I was new to the project. So those 15 days are tough for me to figure out what I have to do exactly. So I have utilized those
Yes.
15 in analyzing the other company strategies, that is we call as benchmarking. So
Yeah.
yeah, Anand.
Tell us about what skills or quality you believe that contribute mostly to your success during your internship.
Majorly, I can tell you three or four qualities which are most important for securing a PPO, or majorly for completing a project. That first is to intend to complete the task you have been assigned to, and the second one is the hard work and the smart work, which I can tell you smart, because the projects are new to most of us, like the interns which are going from a B school. The projects are very much new, pretty much new to them, so they have to find a smarter solutions, because a generic solution companies know how to apply that, but you have to propose a smarter solution. So that is the trick for securing a PPO in such large organizations, where they know how to do something, but you have to propose a smarter solution to do the same thing. Okay. Third thing I can say is the perseverance. The perseverance means to dedicatedly working on that thing, to asking questions to the senior leadership, to asking questions to the stakeholder involved in that project, or to asking questions to yourself, like what is important and what are the most important thing you may be completing or you have to complete in those 2 months. So these are three I think most important qualities you have to work upon. Like first is asking questions, second is hard work and smart work, the combo of that, and the third one is perseverance in achieving the task, in completing the task you have been assigned to.
And can you tell us about how did you establish a strong relationship with your colleagues and supervisor during the internship?
Definitely, like an intern, like me or the interns who are joining the organization, you have been assigned to a project, a dedicated project, and the other guys in the organization are working on their project. So they are pretty much busy in working their own task, in completing their own task. So you have to be friendly with them. You have to be in talkative manner with them. You have to discuss few things about your project. You may start the conversation by discussing about their work, by understanding their work, what they are currently working on, what are their expertise. So in that manner you can start a conversation. Then you can slide your task, like you can slide your project details in the conversation, and you can discuss on that. In that manner you
Yeah.
can build relationship in your organization. And the second thing is the organization gives you a lot of opportunity for networking, like town hall, or maybe team dinners, or maybe some fun activities organized by HR. So you can use them, you can utilize those opportunities to, I guess, to become friendly with those guys in your organization whom you think which can help you in completing your project, or which can, or whom can guide you in your completing your project. So I guess these
Yeah.
things you can use to build strong network, or to build strong network inside your organization.
Tell us about any particular achievement that you think that this is the achievement that stand you out to the company, that yes, this is the candidate for the PP.
So particularly in my case, the project which I am working on is it's going on from 3 years now in the organization, and it's a ongoing project. It's not a ending project. It's not a project that's going to end in 1 or 2 years. It's ongoing project which will be going to last for years and years coming in the future. So the thing which I have done differently in my internship is to know what everyone is expecting out of this project. Maybe the senior leadership has some different expectations. The mid-level leadership has some different level of expectations. And like in my project, I was working on a martech, so it's a combination of marketing as well as technology driven, that is IT. So these two teams have different opinion in their mind about completing this project, like about the deliverables. What we can say, the KPIs of the projects are different for these two different domains of a company like
Yeah.
because marketing team is oriented for sales and IT team is oriented for reducing the cost which is incurring in the marketing. So I have to understand those two things. I think I have done that pretty much well in my time. I've asked so many questions to the different stakeholders from different domains like marketing, like IT, like media, finance. I have to gather all those informations. Then I've collated those informations and build a strong plan, like how we have to move ahead. Like I was working for IT there, so from IT side, how I can move ahead from those data. I have analyzed that and build a strong plan and created strategies. Then I have done the proof of concept for them, showcase them the result. I think that's pretty much enough for organization to judge you in 2 months, whether you can drive your team, whether you can drive the stakeholders to derive the results you want and the organization wanted from. Yeah.
Yes. And as you rightly said, you always kept on asking questions. So how did you actively seek feedback during your internship? What's the strategy that you applied to seek a feedback from them?
The best strategy, the best strategy is to meet them regularly on a regular basis. But before that, you have to create your own plan. Like in my case, I had prepared a plan for 9 weeks. I had a 9 week internship there, so I prepared a plan of 9 week, what task I have to do in which week, and what task I have to do, like what task I have to show in my mid review, and which are the tasks which I have to show in my final review. And the second thing is you should know whom to connect for n number of tasks, or for any task. This is the right person. For this is the task. This is the right person. And the second thing is, like in my case, I have prepared, like I said, plan for 9 weeks. Then I used to work on those plans on a regular basis, on a weekly basis. Then I have decided a 1 hour meet, or maybe 30-minute meet per week with every leader, senior leader in my organization. I have a guide assigned to me, a super guide assigned to me, and there are 5, 6 more people in my senior leadership. So I've decided a 30-minute slot or a 1 hour slot, depending on their ability, to discuss my progress or to gather what they are expecting out of it. Again, their expectation may change by seeing your progress or by seeing the kind of work you are doing. If you are doing exceptionally well, their expectation may rise, and if you're not doing that much good, their expectation may not rise in a particular manner. So you have to be in right pace with their expectation. You have to complete your task. You have to acknowledge their advices. What I'm suggesting is to prepare a plan, then go in front of them, discuss what you're planning to do, discuss what are your future plans, what are your expectations out of it. If these expectations are not in line with companies or organizations value or organization's goal, they may rectify you, and they may tell you that, okay, these things are not necessary right now. Out of 10 tasks you have identified, they may tell you, okay, right now focus on 4 tasks, or maybe focus on 5 tasks.
Yeah, actually. And you have already mentioned that you have already prepared a 9 weeks of plan. So did you prepare that plan prior to your internship?
Like for everyone's case, I may suggest you that you should know about your internship title. In our case, Maricos provide a project charter in which they clearly tells you that what are the key deliverables or the key KPIs you have to achieve at the end of your project. So by seeing that project charter, you may know, okay, from 10 tasks, I may achieve 8 tasks or 7 tasks. If you are achieving 10 out of 10 tasks, then it's go for you. Okay, so for creating a 9 week plan, I think the best plan is to divide your internship in mid and half, mid and final, creating plan till mid review, then taking suggestions, taking feedbacks in your mid review, then incorporating and building a new strategy to complete your project in the rest 3 or 4 weeks, which whatever you have in your hand.
Looking back, can you tell us that there is something that you would have done differently if there is to receive a PPO?
Uh, it's a tough question, I guess, because the results are in favor of me, so I'm not able to recollect what wrong things I have done in my internship. But still, I can say that one thing what I feel I have done correctly is to connecting with the leadership regularly. But the thing like you are asking me what the other things which I have done correctly in that time, or which I have done correctly, which I can correct right now if I was interning, is to know your project before jumping onto something. Like you should know what is like in my case, what is CDP. You should know everything about CDP, why your organization is shifting to something, or why your organization wanting to work on this kind of project. So you should know exactly the importance of your project for the organization, so that you can derive the meaningful results out of it. Sometimes in the pressure of working project and completing the project, working on a project, you may miss out on those positivity or those
Yeah.
like the skill of taking initiative to complete the work. You may miss out due to work pressure or due to other things. My internship, I used to feel down, or I used to feel negative, like how I have to like how I will complete this to so many tasks in those 2 months. So my suggestion is never feel low or never feel negative about your work. Always feel positive and be confident and believe in yourself. You can complete and you will complete your work in those 2 months.
If you want to summarize this entire discussion, or if you have like a pointer that these are the key things that you needed to do, these are the 5 things or 4 things that you need to do before going for an internship, and these are the things you need to do during internship and post internship, if you want to summarize this entire discussion.
Definitely. Okay. So starting from the pre-internship part, the first thing is you should know the company, their business, completely about their business, their working style. That is the first thing. Second is the role which you are going to intern in. You should know about it. Maybe you can ask your alumni, or maybe you can ask your seniors who have worked there or who are currently working there. So you should know about company's internal working procedures before joining them, or the role which you are joining. So that is the second thing. The third is you should ask your seniors if anything is required, like learning something, some tool is required
Yeah.
before joining an internship. So these are 3 pointers before joining the internship. Now in the internship, like during the internship phase, the first one is to clearly understand the project assigned to you. You should discuss it with your guide or maybe the super guide. You should clearly discuss about the expectations of organization, the key deliverables which will drive your PPO. Okay, you should know it beforehand before starting off your internship. The third thing is you should be able to network. You should be able to build network within the organization as well as outside the organization. So within the organization, you may use your alumni working over there, or you may use your senior contacts. And be positive while working there. Be open to listen advices, feedback from your seniors, from your colleagues working there. And for outside the organization, for creating networks, similarly you can use the alumni network of your college, the seniors working out there, or maybe some of your friends maybe working on in those organizations. You can tap onto those networks like that. And the third thing is try to complete most of the tasks which are mentioned in your project charter. Okay, never feel
Yeah.
that these tasks are not achievable or these tasks are impossible. The projects are not designed in that way. Definitely, an intern cannot do very much wonders in those 2 months, but you have to feel that you can do wonders so that the organization will value you as an intern and as a future employee. Because if your
Yeah.
ultimate aim is to gain PPO, the organization should value you as an intern or as a future employee. Fourth thing is building a strong relationship with your fellow interns as well. It will help you in your low times. Those guys will help you to solve. Maybe if you are not building a good PPT, they will help you to build a good PPT. If you are not good in Excels, they will definitely help you in Excels. If you're not good in Figma like tools, they will help you in that. So build strong relationships with your fellow interns. Okay, so these are key pointers during the internship. Now post internship, I think it's not that much important because you have done too much in your internship. You have given a mid review, you have given a final review. Post internship, till the time of PPO, or maybe if you're not getting a PPO, or if you are getting a PPO, these are two cases. Try to be connected with your guide and super guide as well as your campus HR. Try to build a good network. Whatever may be the result, if you're not getting a PPO or if you're getting a PPO, a network will definitely help you in future. Okay, so post internship task, I think primarily is to build a good network or be connected with those people who helped you in your 2 months or in your 1.5 months of internship. Yeah, so these are the key pointers from my side, Anand.
Thank you for sharing that actually. To someone who have already done those things, achieve a PPO in Marico, and advice from you is much more helpful to a lot of candidate actually. And I would like to thank you, Ritik, for joining us. And if you guys have any more questions that you want to ask Ritik, feel free to drop those questions in a comment. And if you like this video, do share it with all your friends and subscribe to GIBS. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye then. Jai Hind.